Hello, Dr. Maya Ziegler, and welcome to our movement of the month. And we are focusing on core stability this month. And that means we are going to make sure the upper trunk and the lower trunk are talking to each other appropriately to support healthy structure. So typically when we see postural distortion, we see what's called an anterior pelvic tilt, anterior meaning forward. So we see this presentation where the pelvis rocks forward. It's almost like you're sticking your booty out and your belly out. This is a problem. Causes a lot of stress to the lumbar spine and to your structure. Here's the thing. These abdominal muscles in the front of the body are considered fast twitch, meaning they are sprinters. They sprint, they work really hard, but they get tired really quickly. And so when these start to deactivate because they get fatigued and tired, guess what starts to take on the load? Your endurance back here. And that's your lumbar spine. And so when you have this posture, these guys take on the load, puts a lot of stress on your lumbar spine and your sacroiliac joints, and it's there long enough, that's where you start to get into problems, okay? So we want to address this with what I call core bracing. And when you're doing core bracing, we're going to do it laying down, but I want you to see what we're going to do laying down, because you're going to focus on giving your body a posterior pelvic tilt, meaning the exact opposite of anterior forward tilt. We're going to do backwards. So that means you're going to shift your pelvis back, flatten the back of your spine, engage the front of your abdominal muscles. And we're going to couple that with two other movements to really provide some core stability and activate the upper and the lower body to support better posture, better movement, and overall better structural health. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay on the ground or I'm laying on my table. You're going to put something between your knees. So I'm going to use either a ball, towel, you can use a water bottle, you can use a yoga block. Okay, so I'll use a ball here. And with this, again, we're going to do the opposite of an anterior pelvic tilt or a forward tilt. We're going to push our pelvis backwards. So we're going to flatten that low back on the table. Okay, once you get here, that belly button has dropped towards the front of the spine. So you're not sucking in, you're drawing that belly button towards the front of the spine with your abdominal muscles. Once you get there, I want you to squeeze your knees, okay? When you squeeze your knees, you're activating your sacroiliac joints and bringing better balance through there. And then the last thing you're going to do is you're going to squeeze your glutes. Okay, so there's three movements happening here. Once you get that, you got your abdominal muscles engaged, flattening that back against the table, squeezing your knees together and squeezing your glutes. You're going to hold that for 5 seconds, and then you're going to release. Okay? And I'm going to do that again. This is core bracing. You're going to drop your belly button towards the front of the spine, push your back against the table, and activate the abdominal muscles. Then you're squeezing your knees together, and then you're going to squeeze your glutes. Both sides, really squeeze them. You're going to hold this for 5 seconds and then release. Okay? I want you to start with doing 5 to 10 of these, and the goal would be to get up to 15 a day. This is a great exercise to do before working out. It's a great exercise to do right away in the morning, but what you're doing is you're connecting the brain to the body, getting your structure appropriately activated so that when you're getting up and moving around and going, you've got healthy movement, alignment, and activation of your musculature. Really important, because every time you're sitting for extended periods of time, these guys stop working, these guys take over, put stress on the lumbar spine. Every time you've got postural distortions or malalignments, again, it's contributing to this type of postural alignment. We don't like that. Not only is it not great for the low back, it's not great for your health, it's not great for how you look aesthetically. And we want you healthy, we also want you looking good. So Dr. Maya try this at home, and then I would love for you to connect with me in the office to see how it goes for you. So core bracing. Thanks so much.